Locked away in the bustling city for all but 6 years of me life. Honest toil, bold and gritty, I don't begrudge that way of life, but on the times I've ventured out, past the Hawkesbury or Hartley Vale, to Newry, there on the Flowing Bell, where Bell's Hotel once graced the road, I stopped for the Sydney stage. Hewn timber slabs formed as close as a mansion could be. And my grandfolks, once natives of Copenhagen, well, they ran that hotel where the Ford crossed the Bell, and the horses would water and news was exchanged. As pipes were struck from a fire-lit twig, the smoke would circle, then gone just as quick. As the team got edgy and the stage slipped and kicked, hooves and wheels journeying with a strike of the whip. Oh, me flamin' mind has wandered. Well, there's 2 verses squandered. I'm not out west, am I? No, I'm travelling south to the foot of the snowy mountains to a town thereabouts. I've long gone past Goulburn where I lived as a child, and there I saw the old rail bed, the Crookwell, snaking off to one side, then on through Tumbarumba and past the White Gate. First I didn't know that it was there till Ron later kindly put me straight. Now Ron and Catherine are authors renowned. Should they ever read this poem from start to finish, I'd be rightfully proud. Now near Pound Creek Road with the swerve right on cue, blessed Tumbarumba comes smack into view. It's been decades or more since I walked her streets. Not a whole lot has changed from what I can see, but on a serious note, I hear the pubs have shut down. Both the Tumbarumba and the Union, their doors latched and bound. You know, there's little else in this world for a weary traveller that is quite so profound. But fingers crossed some bright folks stump up with hope and a wallet of dough, hand in hand with the bankers, and the beers start to flow. Now I look out from the Union to the road up the hill, where the railway once brought the homesick and the merchants with dreams to fulfil. Well, the 70s saw the railways collapse, and the ballast and rails and rolling stock with time were detached. Nowadays, walkers and bikes with whistle or bell head up to Rosewood with delight that would have been hard to foretell when steam ruled the valleys, pounding the trestles across creeks. Now the picnicking backpacks watching for maggies and snakes as they swoop, slither and creep. But years of hard work went into this task. The good folk and the hardy stuck it out to the last. Now the railway's so grand now, even grander still, as I see the bicycles synchronised disappearing over the hill. But that's not why I'm here. No, I'm here for the cup. Cause there's been nothing over the last year that for me has come to mean so much. So I called into me sisters and her husband John with a handful of wines, cause that's how it's done. And I walked through their garden, and Glorious hardly describes the beauty and colour of the rose side by side. Then later that evening an opportunity embraced supper with their friends who are now my friends of late. Cheesecake by Craig, pizzas by Rowan. It was a wonderful time. It could have just kept on going because there was Elvie and Richard, and they were pouring a drop of their shining rosé from their recent fine crop. But no, that's not why I'm here. I'm here for the cup, because there's been nothing over the last year that for me has come to mean so much. Now the night retreated in cahoots with the day. The morning's rays shot through the gaps where the curtains betrayed. It foretold the excitement, it heralded the rush. It was Saturday, it was race day, and it had finally come. But geez, it was going to be a hot one. A midsummer right bloody stinker. But there'd be more to think about if I had to wear a saddle, a jockey, a crossover noseband, a tongue-tie, winkers or blinkers. Now I tried to dress as far as I could in a race day garb to which the crowd understood. But the shoes I had on were far from that level. John loaned me his R.M. Williams elasticized boots which transformed the dishevelled. Now a lick of polish would not have gone astray, but as sure as shooting, and as any fair person would certainly say, I was now looking pretty damn smart in a Tumbarumba Cup handsome kind of way. So we got to the track and parked in the shade, grabbed me sunglasses and jacket and walked to the gate, where things were already humming, really steaming along. The track goers were just plain happy to be there. We had a single race to be run. We set up camp, my sister and John. There was a marquee and an esky and a few drinks to go along. We chatted for a short while and flipped through the guide. But I couldn't wait to say, "Excuse me, will you? I'm going for a stroll to see what I find." I walked through the crowd with a few looks coming my way. A polite nod I issued, but reckon they were thinking, "Is this bloke from around here?" "Nah, mate, reckon he's come a long way." The seed for unscheduled reflection beneath, the gums catching a hint of the mountain breeze. Encouraged by others, I admit next year if egged on, and as I'm always happy to please, I'll stride out, proud, pirouette, blow a kiss to the crowd. Being the high-stakes art of loutish layering, I'll give it a shake as fashions on the field, so from tomorrow I'll knuckle down and start my program of layering, preparing. But back on Earth, I wandered past the echoing calls of the bookmakers with their flashy electronic boards, to the tie-ups and the horses, these beautiful creatures, the very reason for it all. I had a beer or maybe two, and a few waters thinking at times they'd better do. Had $5 here and $5 there. Not one winner, but I didn't really care. I was here on race day for the Tumbarumba Cup. And as I've been telling you, there's been nothing over the last year that for me has come to mean so much. I was too busy smiling all day ear to ear, spellbound and captured by the cup's blanketing atmosphere. So yes, I miss spotting the chance and hope as there's such as Andrew from Wang and his team and Mojo brought home the cup, so it wrapped up. The Tumbarumba Cup in the blink of an eye for this year, but knowing the next 12 months will fly by. Now we talk about ticking boxes and the things we need to do. You know, I could have grabbed the announcer's microphone blast and "Hey crowd, from me to all of you, a flaming big thank you. I've had a fair income ball." While some may have joined in, others would say, "You alright, mate? You're taking a fall? Had a few? Knocked your head? Is there anyone we can call?" No, it wasn't that I had to do. Nothing as perilous as that. I needed to catch up with John from the club and nothing more than that. Because months ago I made a call, had some questions, and John answered without a second thought. I trust I didn't rabbit on too long, but finished by saying I'd come and see him at the track come Cup Day, and that's the long and the short. So I asked around and used my phone, and as it happened, it rang in the middle of his Cup Day speech. I felt awkwardly awkward, yet he was fine, saying he was pleased we got to meet. So I shook John's hand saying thank you and commented on the success. A great day of racing. Was bloody hot, it didn't rain, and there you go, God bless. So, time to go. Get to the car. Driving back, the day's still long and hot. A great time I had with everyone. Well, how could you simply not? And what other way to finish? Here's to the Tumbarumba Cup. You bloody treasure. And still there'll be, I guarantee, nothing for this coming year that for me will come to mean so much. I've failed to include a few short lines about me and my hapless drone. I suppose that can simply be a later, separate poem. Anyway, just so you know, at Tintauja, under the gaze of the Big Murray cod, where battery failed, gravity didn't. Through mighty gums it fell, the crescendo, a merciless plop. Should the Murray ever spew up its quarry, revealing my lonesome craft? Don't laugh, as my sister did. Just place it in a Ziploc bag and pass it on to John.